What feminism is doing to you is changing you to be a man, in fact. It's giving you masculinity. It's making you like kind of a man who works outside, who does a man job, and it's taking your female part away, in fact. And when the woman is not the emotional, the weak one, the man is not the harder one, the stronger one. Thus, you can't find your man. Because you can't find a man stronger than yourself. You can't find a man to support you because you're already a man. What happens is that you lose the reality, you lose the boundaries, you lose the categories, you lose your standing place, and then you need to look for the woman because there's a difference between girls and boys anymore for you. You become gay, and then you start to like. In fact, actually, all the homosexuality thing happens from here. The female gays, the lesbians, and then the political thing, and to make the fit, which is another subject, another day. It's kind of controversial. But and then what you do, you become the man of yourself. No, you are a transgender. You're not a female anymore. Feminism is not giving a female the rights because who said men and women are the same? They're not the same. They are totally different. They're in fact completing each other. They're like the day and night that they complete a circle. But each have their own right. It doesn't mean that they should have the equal right. No. A man is not gonna get pregnant. I mean, naturally, unless if you change everything. You make yellow watermelon. And you talk about cheating and stuff. Well, thanks to feminism, the women of today are just as... Yes. First of all, a man to cheat needs another woman available. But a woman, she just needs to go out. Anytime she wants, she can pick up anyone she wants. And the more important thing you don't understand, sex starts from the eyes, from the looking. The first scene of the sex is the part when the woman starts to undress. But you woman, you wouldn't understand the same because you don't have the same feeling. You need to be touched. You need to be talked to. You need to be listening. You're different. You don't understand when a man, a thirsty single man, when he's seeing a half-naked boobs, what kind of pain he's enduring. You talk about rape. In fact, you are the one raping all the time men in the streets because sex starts from the eyes. You walk half naked in front of, let's put it this way. Imagine there is a homeless guy and he's really poor, he doesn't have money to eat and he's really, really hungry and he's sitting in front of you. Would you take a fancy, delicious food and sit in front of him to eat? No. Sex is as much as a food, a need. It's nature. You shouldn't avoid it. You shouldn't ignore it. And then, so how comes you take something more irresistible? Yeah, for a hungry boy, looking at the food is irresistible, but he can resist not eating. He can watch, no problem. But sexual desire is stronger and is irresistible. How comes you go half naked in front of a thirsty guy, then you are gonna say, no, it's his problem, he should go and find his own girlfriend, or he should be loyal, find a relation. But no, you fucked it up. You make it hard. No one dates anyone anymore because the standards are different. The pure standards is going higher and higher, and the boys cannot meet you, cannot satisfy you. You all are looking for some Hollywood superstars. You want to be a man and to have a man too. That's funny. And then blah blah. Let me tell you, in the past, in the traditional countries, okay, there might be some unfair behavior towards the woman, but of every 10 or 20 families, there would be one bad man hurting his own wife. In those times, there were honors. The women were not available for every other man. The men had not have so many other women available. A woman was woman. In those times, men would love women better. And of every 10 or 20 or 30 or even 100 families, maybe one man would hurt his wife. That he would be maybe sick. That is like exceptions, not something like an average or everyone does it. But what feminism is doing to you is that it's taking all your family, it's taking your man away, it's taking your children away, it's killing your children before the birth. Don't you feel it? You are hitting your wall. You're about 30, you're like 35, 40. If you don't have a lover, you don't mostly, I mean, not all, but look around. Most of the women are same for the men too. But the reason is feminism. Feminism, all of them together, feminism, liberalism, globalization, Americanization, homosexuality, all this they think that they are like morality is gone, man. Everything is changed, everything is different. But they all are going around the homosexuality because the homosexuality is something against the religion. There are many people, for example, they say, okay, I had a gay friend, so I didn't want to, religion was against, so I put the religion away. Like the guy for one part of the religion, he didn't like it, threw all the religion away for one boy, for another his friend that he think is good people and blah blah. And this kind of a stupid thing, which is another topic we will talk about. It's cause politics and all about the religion and blah blah. Anyway, these siblings, homosexuality and feminism, I personally think they are siblings of a mother and father, which are liberalism and secularism, which are the bastard child of communism and imperialism, and they are gonna now do insect. The bastard is gonna come from the insect, and this one is the weapon of Antichrist. Anyway, so you are raping men all the time. But what you are doing is not physical, it's emotionally. Imagine you say, okay, you might say like they could find like their own girlfriend and they should be satisfied and they should not look at other girls or other. That's bullshit, you know that better. It's impossible, it's irresistible, it's nature, it's like what take us to here and make us to do make families and take a lot of troubles and blah blah and find the lovers is everything is sex is not something like nothing. It's very important. In fact, it's very important. It's very important. It's not like a man feeds and nothing happens. He's not a potato. Maybe in some, although in Western societies the men become potato because they are all the time seeing some naked people, naked woman around of themselves. It's become something like normal, something like never mind, and then they need Viagra, that shit, and the porn, and thus a lot of industry and a lot of hoes feeling like stars, and then red carpets and the movies and all of these are created. And you see a naked woman with a watch to advertise a watch with the naked boobs. And then feminist people say, and they bring up this kind of talk like freedom of the body and blah blah. All of them comes together. You see, even the ugliest woman nowadays, you go talk to him, she's looking for like some guy like 185 tall with blue eyes, white and the blonde hair and this accent and coming from I don't know blah blah city, blah blah state, and then having this much amount of money in the account and blah. Think about this homeless guy, this like a lot of people, the workers, the many people they don't have the normal situation. Even they can't find a partner for themselves. It's not something easy anymore. And even if you have a good high stature, you have I don't know, you have a degree, you have a work, you are handsome, you are smart, you are everything. But once you are okay, I mean you are smart, you are natural, you are thinking healthy. In fact, the world is not healthy anymore. You can find someone suits you, fits you with your thinking, with your belief. People are going astray. This world is going dark. It's going like in West. They say if you don't lose your virginity at 18, you don't find a girlfriend or something. You need to go to doctor and blah blah blah. I'm thinking about it. If you're not a whore in Western culture, you need to go to dark. Totally opposite in with some other cultures which are actually more healthier, are healthier. And then when you are in fact like a human, a natural, a normal, a healthy human with your needs, with your desires, and with your control on yourself, not letting the lust free or letting some new religion named liberalism or to control you, not to let the Antichrist to tell you, not to let the new prophets with the Instagram accounts to tell you what to do. Then you are isolated. Everyone is gonna leave you. No one is gonna date you. No girl is gonna accept your standards. Then what you wanna do? You're not gonna go for the girls. The men who are accepting this standard, this system, you can see them in YouTube. Every and each of them more than 1 million hits. How to pick up woman, how to fuck a girl in the first day, how to kiss a girl in the blah blah, how to poke a girl. Go look this pranks, this I don't know, this pick up lines, this pick up videos, this how to. Go look. Everything is to get laid with a woman, fuck her and throw her like a trash. And that's what feminism did to you. In fact. They make it a little bit beautiful, the words, but this is the result, this is the outcome. Yeah, and when you're a healthy man, you stay home isolated in your cave, go fuck yourself. You don't have the standard requirement of dating this kind of 2 days girls, and then which is not only girls, it's boys too. In fact, maybe some girls are other way. Some girls are actually they have the same belief like that, and they couldn't find every man around of themselves is fucking idiot. Is like kind of super open-minded potato, doesn't care about anything, doesn't have honor. They are not jealous. They are not because every good thing has become a bad thing because of the media and the mainstream shits. And then what's happened? The assholes men are going for the asshole girls, and they gonna break up. Every marriage is failing. And the marriage itself in the near future is gonna be discipline. That's the goal. I told you it's a discipline, secularism and liberalism. When they marry and they have a homosexuality and feminism, and when these two homosexuality and feminism they marry, go see what's gonna happen. You may laugh now, or you may be like, "Oh, what the fuck you talking about?" But wait for it. You will see. It's a bad force. No one is happy anymore. Everyone is in chain. Everyone is looking for some kind of. The most fun part of the life of everyone go look is some kind of stupid parties like animals in some stupid noise garage with no harmony, with no melody, with no emotion, with no feeling anything, and just moving their body like kind of. It's like you are watching this ancient movie. Some people are praying, worshipping Satan and blah blah. They're doing stupid movements. The same thing. Like everybody, ecstasy and on some kind of drug and alcohol and some kind of thing, moving their head like the pagans, and they're doing the same ritual. Even the religious people, they go. Well, it's another topic that they pray for the different god in the name of the god. Oh, imagine this Christmas is coming, the birthday of the Mitra, the sun god, the goddess of sun, which is in fact the original is from my country too, is Ilamian from Iran. But they do it in the name of Jesus Christ. They do feminism thing in the name of like equality and the rights and blah blah. They do liberalism in the name of like respecting other beliefs. But it's just faces, it's just appearances. You look what's happened to the world. Are you happy about your life? I don't think so. Nobody is happy. You may say, or you may show in your Instagram photos, in your Facebook photos, in your stupid iPhone beauty affected fake photos among some other fake friends, which you're not friends anymore. A bunch of lonely people, they meet each other and they cheers some toast and they take photos, or they go to some beaches in I don't know blah blah places in bikini, and they take some photos and they imagine, they assume and they pretend to be happy, and then they believe They believe they lied and they very happily every day, very morning, they wake up in chains and they go until the late in the night. They work in chain or they study in chains. They're looking for a degree, for a license, for a job, for a blah blah, and then they buy, for example, they buy a fancy car, which for this car that they bought, they have to pay every month blah blah amount of money for the insurance, for the taxes, for the oil, for the I don't know, for the gas, for the in the roads you want to use, you need to pay the tickets. You get the tickets, you pay for the roads, you pay for the you rented a car from some supreme people. They rented a fancy car for you to you in your name, and then you paying them all the time, and then you're happy in their car in your name, and the chains in your hands, and then you go to do some stupid work that you don't like it. When you do like it, it's not your ideal option, and when it is, it's not healthy, and then you eat the stupid shitty food with no quality. You get lots of troubles, lots of problems in your mind, in your feeling, in your soul, and then you don't have even a God to go and to pray to, and you go to do meditation. You go sit in your feet and do like this, the way the words in India, the Native Americans used to do, or some Indians. Well, they used to sleep standing, sitting and sleeping, because there were so many insects in the ground, and used the insects go to their earth. And now you are sitting in the same style of them as if there are insects, and you think you're doing meditation. You're taking relaxation, relax, with no morality, no fall, no God, no nothing. I don't want to go off the topic. So many things to talk about, and this feminism shit. I don't want to specifically talk about it separately, politically or philosophically. This was the most important thing. I just wanted to say. Maybe I should have actually just tweeted, and it was enough. That sex starts from the eyes, and in fact, for a man, a very amount of satisfaction to some extent is happening in the eyes by looking, by thinking. That's why porns are started, even for women too, but mostly for the men, because men have nothing in their body to. Most of the men in general, they don't have something to seduce women with the body. It's like the boobs, the woman has the better. The nipples, the woman has the big, has the upper hand. Woman is the beauty, is the one who seduces. And in nature too, woman definitely you may say, no, I look at that guy, I become like this too. Yes, but imagine, think about it. If you look at that blah blah guy, one guy, I don't know, it was so much your type, and it was like your crush, and you look at him and you were like you wanted to sleep with him right away. Imagine what's happening to a guy that is having this desire, this feeling 10 times more than you, stronger in his eyes. When he see, he doesn't know what to do, but he just killing it. He's killing it and killing it and stopping it every day, looking in the street. Oh my God! Oh, what a piece, or what a ass, or what a boob, or blah. It's all in his head, and he's only waiting, controlling, just to make go crazy. He could become a, if he doesn't have faith, or he doesn't have a self-control, or that much of level of morality, he's gonna be a rapist. It's gonna, I don't know, be a child abuser. It's gonna be, in the very very best of it, is gonna be to a masturbation, rape himself, and what he's gonna do is gonna like his own gender, which is himself, and then he's gonna get used to it, and then get used to himself, and then he gets a feeling for his own gender, and he's gonna be gay. But I say this is another topic. I don't want to go to it now because it's a long talking. I will do it another video. But what is happening to him is gonna be thirsty and feeling, and you don't understand. When a guy, many guys even themselves, they don't understand anymore. They think they are sick, or they think there is something wrong with them. But no, if you don't have this, there's something wrong with you. You see a girl, a body, it doesn't go. You just leave it, and then 1 month later, 1 week later, 1 day later, when you sleep, when you study, when you watch a movie, when you're taking shower, I don't know, wherever you go, it comes in your eyes, in your mind, and then you think about it, and then you think about it, and then you think of it, like so painful. It's more painful than being punched with like 10 people beating you to death. It's the same feeling, same is not comfortable, it's not pain, it's not joyful. It's like the first time you drink or you smoke. It's painful. You're poisoned. You wanna throw out. Your eyes doesn't see. You feel sick, but then you do it again. You get used to. Then you get strong. Your defense system gets strong against it. Then it's not become something new. Then you enjoy it, like cigarette, like weed, like drug. Everything is like that. This is like this, people, and then you watch porn. If you remember the first time you watched porn, go ask every single person, how did you feel the first time you watched the porn? Ever, ever, ever. Not after, when it become normal, when it like everything is a porn now. In the media, in the music, in the everything. Music is porn. The stories are porn. Paintings are porn. Modeling is porn. Photographing is porn. Everything is porn now. It become normal, but if you truly remember the first time when you were, especially the people of 80s or even 90s, before it becomes so epidemic, like it's become widespread everywhere. Like for me, for example, especially myself coming from a traditional family, the first time I started porn, like for 1 week I had headache, I couldn't eat food, I felt awful. I feel like what like, or even for you, so you think about it, like that from in some level, maybe you wouldn't feel it, like you are, I don't know, maybe you are like you grow up from the childhood in the society that you would see people doing sex in front of you, and it gets something normal for you. Got used to it. You don't feel the pain anymore. It's like a baby grown up in a family. Everyone smokes, man. Then cigarette is just something like it was always there, and I smoked, and I didn't understand why. You come like this. But if you were truly, you could understand in your mind that it's not healthy. You're destroying yourself. So anyway, what I was saying. Yeah, this guy looks in the street, and what is he gonna do? What should he do? When you see a girl and you don't sleep with her, it's forever there. Forever. Forever. It's like you smoke cigarette and then you quit. Yeah, quit. But man, you get sad, you crave for cigarette. You get happy, you crave for cigarette. You quit cigarette, you crave for cigarette. You crave cigarette, you crave for cigarette. You smoke, you crave. You all the time you crave. Even if 3 years, 4 years, 5 years, you crave, but still, it's a hell. There's consequences. Or for drinking, or for partying, for everything. You think gonna stay there everything forever like that? No. One day you're gonna eventually stop it. Anything you're doing. Anything. And then it's gonna come back like a pain. Like even memory can be a pain sometimes, thinking about the things that you don't have it anymore. And the same way you're gonna think about the girl that you couldn't have. And then all the time you're gonna compare the new girls, then any girls you watch, and all the time you're comparing people to each other, and you can't find the right one anymore. You can't get truly satisfied. For example, I give you an example of someone. Someone told me like Tarzan. If he comes to the city, he would love a girl probably a little bit more beautiful than Monkey, isn't it? Well, that's same for us. Our standards can be changed. They are changing our taste. They are changing the way we like the fashion. Like they are changing your type. They're changing the smells you like, the foods you like, the way of sex, even the sex positions. They are telling you what to like. Everything is we are all being brainwashed. Well, we're going so off topics. Yeah, and yes, I just wanna. This was an important thing I want to talk about, was that when you talk about like raping, like many men are rapers and blah blah blah, yeah, because of this, you don't understand, you don't feel it. It's like you say, every man is a robber, and every man, like imagine you were living in a society that every man did not have food in his hand and he needed to rob. Is something he needs. It's impossible. For example, Muslims say in Islam, when you turn on 15, this obligation religiously. Well, countries no one do it anymore. But once you turn to 15, you need to marry, and it's wajib. It's half of your religion. You must marry, and it's very important. It's very respected. Is opposite of Christianity. I mean, that is different. Christianity or Judaism and others. It has a very different look at the thing, and it's it's amazing. You will be amazed about this religion. Is really amazing about everything. I mean, the Christianity, Judaism makes the world to go to this darkness because they were mixed with some lies. So let's don't go to religion. It gets a lot of time. But anyway, I have a billion things. I have a billion things to say. I have a million things to say about a million things. I am like, for each and every of them, I need hours to talk about this. Just, well, anyway, I'm going to talk about other thing and a few other things. I think I need to stand. We need to stand against this the Western monstral culture that is taking the whole world. We need to stand. I'm one person. If you can help, if you cannot, at least put a like. This, they beg for a like or subscribe, blah blah, in their stupid videos. Well, I'm telling you, if you like, if you don't like, never mind. I say, no man, you don't need this. Go watch those stupid videos that you like, and you put the like and you subscribe and you comment for them and you make them even grow more and more. You are helping them. This is not good for you. Don't help me. Go, you are another anyway. In Persian, we say it means like your statue to be like you be more respected to like me or it's just in everywhere, like be higher a statue with more dignity, more prestige, more honor. I say it the same way. Izzat, and it's very manly. Like not that it's manly, it's not a girlish. It's very strongly manly. It's a dominant one. It is a dominant thing because a man must be dominant, and the woman needs to be supported. You shouldn't be strong. You should look to be weak. A woman needs to be weak. If he's not weak, is not weaker than his man, is not a woman anymore. Then he's not healthy, he's sick. There is something wrong with him. A horse needs to run, a bird needs to fly. It doesn't mean horse is bad or bird is bad. No. A black man needs to be black, a white man needs to be white. Not that black man go makes himself white, white man goes make himself, I don't know, tan or black or blah blah. No, every difference is beauty. Beauty is the differences. Who said we need to go make it like they do stupid things, and they are like, oh, this racism is a very nice topic. Anyway, that's the art.